This morning on Today's Real Estate, focusing on the positive with the housing market on shaky ground. We've got some good news this morning. Today, contributing real estate agent Barbara Corcoran says there are cities that could be on the verge of a recovery. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning.
So before we take a look at your pick cities that you say that are on the rebound right now, let's outline the 8 characteristics that you say show that a city is potentially recovering. First being that a city has job growth potential.
Well, actually, jobs and real estate values are kissing cousins. So if you have both, or if you have one, you automatically have the other.
Right.
So there's not an existing city that's recovering that doesn't have a strong job base.
Okay, and then number 2 on the list, look for cities with a growing population. Number 3, look for cities that have good weather. Number 4 is first-time buyers. That's the key, right, because new buyers coming into the market.
If you don't have first-time buyers, you don't have anything to trade up on. You can't buy that next house and the city stalls. So first-time buyers are the most important people in the marketplace.
And number 5 is look for cities that do not have overbuilding. Number 6, cities that have vital downtowns, usually where people can live without a car and walk around. Number 7 also is cities with well-educated populations are more likely to recover. And finally, number 8, look for cities that have a large number of foreclosures early, because then that shows that they're starting to
people are surprised by foreclosures, but those cities that went down first with lots of foreclosures are exactly the cities that are coming out of the market as well.
That said, let's get to the pick cities that you say on the verge of recovery right now. Number 5 on the list is San Francisco. Why do you like San Francisco?
Well, I think everyone loves San Francisco for the weather, but why I like San Francisco, it's a port city. It has access to that tremendous Asian market. It's the Wall Street of the West, and not only does it have the financial market covered, but it also has just as big a tourism market. And a miracle has happened in San Francisco that anyone who has any inkling to like it should pay attention to, and that is typical home went from $700,000 to $402, and measure that.
That's
and that is an unbelievable value, and I can't imagine that city going down below that point.
So it's finally within a lot of people's price range. Okay, so number 4, Seattle, Washington, where the average 2-bedroom home there costs a little over $300,000. So what is it about Seattle that it has allowed it to recover more easily?
The Seattle base is filled with potential business and existing business. Of course, you have Microsoft and Boeing headquartered there. And you also have a tremendously educated population. One of the most educated people in the entire country live there.
Yep.
So add all those together, and what you have is an insurance policy for the future going forward.
Number 3 pick city is Austin, Texas. And you really like this because they have an extremely low unemployment rate, 5 1/5%. And there, an average 3-bedroom home in Austin priced about $182,000. So very affordable.
It's very affordable and probably one of the best values, because it's not just about homes. The entire cost of living is very cheap there. People love the weather. People are friendly there. And everyone who moves to Austin never moves back out. So that's a great endorsement for that particular city.
It's a very cool city. When I've been there, I've loved it.
It's hip. It's sophisticated.
Yeah, it is. Good music scene. Number 2 is Raleigh, North Carolina. And here the average 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home goes for about $223,000. Also, Forbes named Raleigh the number 4 city in the nation for job growth.
Absolutely. And if you're a young person getting out of college, they have a tremendous number of those people moving into Raleigh because of the job market. It also has great weather. It has a great family lifestyle. It's all about family there. So if you were starting your life all over and you wanted to pick a place where housing values are going to just tip around that corner and start going up, Raleigh's the best pick.
Yeah, lots of corporate headquarters there. And finally, your number 1 pick, Denver, Colorado. Great weather there. The average 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home goes for about $193,000. So is the city really on a rebound?
This city is clearly on a rebound. It's really the perfect real estate success story. It had one of the highest foreclosure rates in the nation for years running. And now they've cut that foreclosure rate in half, and it's turned the corner. It's got a vibrant downtown. It has a high employment base. It has educated people. It has youth. It has one of the biggest park systems in the country. Everything about Denver is pointing up, up, up. Prices are moving up just now for the first time after 7 years of being down.
Best weather in the country, in my view. And quickly, let's mention the cities that you say will not recover easily. Fort Myers, Florida, Saginaw, Michigan, Akron, Ohio. So why are these cities having a tougher time getting out of the
economic slump? They have a few things in common. One, they have low prices. Do you know in the last year in these 3 cities, prices have gone down in 1 year alone between 50 and 60%. Now, you might think that's a great reason to buy. But the truth of the market is they don't have the infrastructure to support jobs, to bring young people in, and to keep them there. And so these cities are going to really have a rough time pulling out of this spiral and going back up.
All right, Barbara Corcoran, always great information. Thank you. And if you have some questions for Barbara, just head to our website, todayshow.com.